Hi, welcome to a quick walk round for our BMW X1. It's in metallic silver, has 17-inch alloy wheels, and they have Bridgestone tyres all round, so nice premium brand tyres. Bodywork is nice and tidy throughout. When I was doing the photos I couldn't spot any big dents or dings or scratches, but if I spot anything when we're going around doing the video I'll be sure to point it out. Wheels all in nice condition, not in need of a refurb, just a couple of very minor marks on some are completely spotless. Rear parking sensors just there, kind of very little minor chips just on there where you load bits into the boot, so we'll go around that with the touch-up stick. You can see it as it came into us here, but it would look a little bit better when you see it in person. Nice big boot, of course. Now it has the telephone preparation and there's a couple of different adapters in here. I think that's an iPhone one. I don't have an iPhone myself. The wife does though, and I think that's the iPhone Lightning connector. Now this one in here, let's put the camera down a second. Yeah. That looks like, I don't know what that looks like if I'm honest. I don't know what that connection is. Almost like an older iPod, but obviously that wouldn't be. Maybe it's a previous generation iPhone, I'm not quite sure. But we'll leave all that in there anyway. If any of it's of use to you, make use of it. If not, pop it on eBay or whatever. Right, nice rubber BMW boot mat here. I think that's an extra, you don't usually get that. There's your normal boot mat underneath. Then you have like a little false floor type section, and then beyond that again, that's where your battery is. Now over here should be an inflation kit. It's not, so we'll get an inflation kit. Little screwdriver down there, but yeah, should be an inflation kit there. So we'll source one of those and pop it in. Try and put all this back together with one hand now. There we are. Success. Okay, partial shelf is present as well there, and up there is a warning triangle. Shark fin aerial on the roof there. Wheels and bodywork really clean for what's this, a 10-year-old car now? It's really clean and tidy. A couple of little curbing marks that just there. Nothing worse than that on any of them, I wouldn't say. There you are. So it's the normal halogen lights, it's not the xenon lights. You got the front fog lights there. Now it does have front parking sensors, but when I was playing around with it earlier I couldn't get them to make any noise. So whether they're aftermarket ones or whether they're genuine BMW ones, I'm not quite sure. There's a switch in the dash that isn't a genuine switch, and I think it might be linked to those. And aftermarket kits are notorious for packing up, so the rear sensors are fine, they're definitely working. The front sensors we'll have a little fiddle around with, but just take it as they're not working, and it's a bonus if they do work, I would say is the best way to manage your expectations with that one. Right, we'll have a look inside now. Rear electric windows. It's full leather, like either a very dark grey or a black. I'm going to go ahead and say black, I think. Isofix points for your two outer rear seats. Really good bit of legroom in the X1 for a smaller car. And you've got a 12-volt point just there as well. I'll take you around the other side, which is obviously much the same, but just so you've seen the full picture. And it's got child locks here. And it's like satin sort of trim to it, I'd say. But yeah, seats all in nice condition, no big rips or tears, no indents left from child seats or anything like that. So yeah, all nice and tidy in there. Just point out the badges down here. It's the S-Drive model. If you didn't know, the S-Drive is the 2-wheel drive model. If you're after the 4-wheel drive one, you need the X-Drive. Right, switch in there, that turns off the passenger airbag and allows you to fit a third child seat in here. It doesn't have the ISOFIX points, so it would just have to be a traditional seatbelt fitment for that one. You've got your passenger airbag up there. Spare bulb, genuine BMW article. In here, if I can operate it with one hand, there you are, tow and eye cover. And there's your locking wheel nut there. Pop those back in. You've got little BMW logos on the kick plates there as well. Right. Let's go round to the driver's side and I'll show you the controls in there. First thing I'll tell you is the aircon is blowing nice and cold. I've had that on while I was outside to test it out, and I've come in, it's lovely and cold. Right, 4 electric windows, electric mirrors. They are the power folding ones, and as you can see, they are working as they should. There's your lighting controls down there, windscreen wiper controls there, indicator and onboard computer there. Onboard computer just goes through all those different things, tells you how much fuel you've got left, miles per gallon, all that sort of stuff. Little warning triangle down here is just because it's low on fuel, nothing more sinister than that. It's got this sort of, whether BMW fitted this or if it's a complete aftermarket thing, I'm not quite sure, I'll check. It's a Traffic Master, it's a bit out of date now, it's like a subscription service sat-nav. So obviously I'm not going to remove it because it might be of interest to somebody, but times have moved on a bit, so you probably won't use it, but I'm just pointing it out. It is there should you be interested in that sort of thing. Right, leather multi-function steering wheel, audio controls and phone controls on this side. It has got the Bluetooth module, I've tested it, so they will come into play when you link your phone up. You've got audio controls this side and aircon recirculation button. Came to us for 2 keys, both genuine BMW remote locking type keys, and it's a push button start, which is just there. You've got a storage compartment up here. Here's the radio. So I'm going to try and get it to focus a little bit better. Coming from that angle. There we are. So FM and AM radio, single slot CD, or there's auxiliary inputs, which I'll show you in a minute. Then if we go over to this one, activate or pair telephone Bluetooth, so that's where you can set up your Bluetooth, okay? And then there's all your other options there. Dual zone climate control, like I say, that's blowing lovely and cold, so not in need of a regas or anything like that. And over here is heated seats for the passenger and the driver. Down here we've got your traction control, and if you want to turn your automatic stop start off, you can do that there. That's the auxiliary input I mentioned earlier, and below that there's a 12-volt point as well. It's not a cigarette lighter, it's just a plastic cover. Here's the mystery switch that I was talking about. I think, to be honest, that is going to be front parking sensors, which were aftermarket and now don't work. I'll do some research though. If I get it down to our mechanics, we'll have a quick look at that. Right, 6-speed manual gearbox, little cubby hole here, cup holder here. It's a manual handbrake, not an electronic one. Front armrest, inside of which is that telephone prep. I showed you those plates that are in the boot. They then clip into there. You can put your phone in. I mean, 9 out of 10 people are going to use the Bluetooth option on there, but this is here should you want to use it. And then there's an additional cup holder just under that as well. You've got some airbags up there on the A-pillar, vanity mirrors in your sun visor, and there's your lighting controls for the front and lighting controls for the rear. There's a mic there for the Bluetooth as well. It's on a little Velcro thing, so you can manoeuvre that around if you wish. Okay, I think I've gone through everything that I can see on this car. I appreciate there might be a feature that you were hoping me to explain, hoping for me to explain, and I haven't. If that is the case, please phone up and I'll pop out and check it for you straight away. I'll include as many pictures as I can of the inside, the outside, and any paperwork we got with the car. So if you're having this one delivered, it should give you a really good idea of what to actually expect. Obviously, if you're local to the dealership here and you want to pop in and check it out for yourself, you're more than welcome to do that as well. Okay, thank you very much for watching.